name is Sarina, and in today's video we're going to be cash stuffing for the third week in March. So that is March 19th through the 25th for me, and we're going to do the first half of my bi-weekly paycheck, which was $997, but we're only going to do $500 this week. I am back from my trip from Texas, so yeah, that was very fun. And we went to see a lot of different places in there, so yeah. Let's go ahead and count this to make sure it's 500. So we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 380, 90, 400, 410, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 500. So 500 is everything that we have for today. I'm going to stuff that. So at first I like to do my bills because those are more, you know, important. You kind of need to pay those. So phone bill gets $30. 20 and a 10, which I am behind on this, so next week I'll have to stuff more in this. I did forget about that, but I should, because I didn't stuff it last week because we did all of the money into the 100 envelope challenge, and we finished that challenge. So if you haven't watched the unstuffing, I will highly request you to go watch that because that was really fun. But yeah, so we definitely need to add $60 next week and like double up on these next week, so hopefully I remember to do that. But phone for now has 20, 40, 50, and 60. So 60 in phone. Apple is going to get $5. So we now have 10. Yeah, I just totally forgot to double up on that when I was doing my budget, but that's cool. We can still do it next week. Car insurance is going to get 30. So car insurance has 20, 40, 50, and 60. Kindle Unlimited is getting $5. So we have 10 in there. And if I remember, I might post or put some pictures up on the screen so that you can see, like, I didn't take many photos, but I did take a few photos. I'm not a photo person, like, as myself, so I just kind of experience life as it is and forget to take pictures, but you know, sometimes pictures are important so you can have memories and you can remember them. But Instant Ink is getting 5, so we have 10 in there. I just forget to do it a lot, but I did take some, so I might post or put some of those up on the screen for you guys to see. 1 month ahead is not getting anything, but we have 300 for this month, not 100. 300 for any bills that come out this month. And then my bills buffer, today I'm getting 50, and next week I'll do 50 because I am running low on this, and also I did a subscription for Disney Plus. It's just for this month. I think I might continue it. I'm not sure yet. But once I move out, I probably will. It just depends if me and my boyfriend decide that we would, you know, use it actually. But if we don't use it, then I might not do that. But I think it's connected with Paramount or Hulu. I forget which one. But we have like, it's like a 2-in-1, I think, for like 21 something. So it'd be $22. I just don't know if I'm going to keep that yet. So I do need to pay for that because it was like $22. So I need to pay for that. So I'm going to put 50 in here So we have 50, 55, 60, 61, and 62. So we might not have the full amount at the end, but hopefully have some left in here. That's going to be it for my bills. And now we're going to move on to my cash envelope binder. So my envelope is going to get $60, so 50 and a 10. I do owe myself money in here. I'm in the negative, so I'm trying to pay myself back. I don't think I'll get to do that this month because it is a lot, but I will try my best to get this up. And we're gonna do a unstuffing, like a monthly unstuffing at the end of the month. So anything that I have in here that I already spent, I will unstuff it then. Gas is getting 50, so we have 100 in gas. I was unstuffing, I think, a little off camera, but for the rest of the month, I'm going to not unstuff, so we can do that on camera. Groceries is getting 50, but I'm going to do 2 20s and a 10 for that. So we have 50. And this is for any like snacks or anything that I want to buy, or, you know, drinks, which I count as groceries. Since I don't live by myself yet, we don't need as much. Or I don't need as much. Starbucks is getting $10. But I will, I think, I'm going to be moving soon. I don't know yet, but we are going to go look Monday. And today is Wednesday, the 19th, so next Monday we might go look. So I might talk to the people and see about it. So that's fun and exciting. Eating out is going to get 50, so we're going to do 2 20s and a 10. But I don't have any plans yet. We're just going to go talk. Eating out is going to get 50, so now we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 66. And not all of it is gone, but about maybe half of it is gone from eating out. And you know what? I'm going to put the 50, I'll put the 50 in my wallet. So I have, because I like to spend sometimes my money for lunch in cash when I eat out at work. So I'm going to put 50 in my wallet. Fun is going to get $5, so we have 5 in there. Oops. And then my buffer is going to get 5. So now we have 10 for now. And then giving is going to get 5. And I'm going to put that actually in my wallet. So let's go to my wallet. I'm going to have my giving here, which will do the $5. So giving just has 5. And 20 is the max for my wallet, and then I'll stuff my binder with the rest if I have more. And then we're just gonna put this 50 for eating out in here. So now I can spend that at work if I want. Okay, and that was a total of $360 put in those, so my bills and cash envelopes. I'm gonna go to my sinking funds next. My high priority sinking funds. So my emergency fund is at $2,000 right now, and we're not going to stuff it this week, but we will next month. I'm going to try to do 50 every single week because I want to get that up to $3,000, I think, for the end of the year. Car insurance, not car insurance, my car is getting 30. My car tag has 100 in the bank. Accessories has 20 in my savings account. Emergency fund and repairs both have 1,000, so 2,000 altogether for those. Oil change has 100, and then car maintenance is going to get this 30, so 20, and a 10. So now we have 100, 230. So that's a total of 2,450 in my car. And I'm going to get my windshield replaced because it's kind of bad. And when I came back from the trip, we washed my car because it was like full of pollen. And then the crack that I did have met with the other crack. So it just made it worse, basically. And it's like all in the driver's side window. Like, so I'm going to have to replace it. And it's going to be about $390, so like $400. So we have $230 here. And it's I'm just going to put $400. So I need about $170. So I'm probably going to have to pull that from my emergency fund. And then we'll go back to stuffing my emergency fund until it's fully funded with $1,000 again. And then we'll work on car maintenance. So I think that's what's going to happen, but we'll see. Because I don't have enough funds to just put $170 in there, so we might have to pull from my emergency fund, but that's what it's there for, so I'm fine with that. Medical, I did spend a lot of recently. You won't see it here because I'm not going to unstuff it until after next week, so we're going to do 48. So it's not going to make sense now, but you will see why this is going to make sense. This number, 40, 45, 46, 47, and 48. I'm going to add up to this. So right now we have 100, 200, 220, 40, 60, 280, 285, 286, 87, 88, 288. But I did use this, so I'm going to have to pull some out from here. And I do have a dentist appointment, but that's not until like May, where I need to save an additional $90 for that. So I'm going to have to stuff this a little bit more for medical. Savings, it's going to get 22. So 20, 20, 21, and 22. So now my savings has 100, 200, 220, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So 230. And I'll just keep stuffing this, probably forever, you know. It's just a savings account that I'll always stuff. My retirement or Roth IRA is going to get 20. So now for my retirement, I have 100, 200, 300, 320, and 330. And when I move over there and with my boyfriend, I will open up a Roth IRA account and then I'll start investing and stuff within that account. So we will actually get that started and it'll start earning interest and everything. I'll probably calculate it at the end of every single year. So at the end of the year, I will update the amount, like what's in my account and what I put towards it. So that'll be fun. But, you know, for now, we'll just have that. Moving is fully funded with $4,000. So we're not going to stuff that or unstuff it until we've spent out of that. Travel today is not going to get anything. I have to unstuff it, but like I said, we'll unstuff at the end of the month. So for right now, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 260. And I did pull 160 out of the bank and put it in my wallet, but I actually didn't spend cash. How ironic is that? I literally pulled the cash out. And I did spend money, but I didn't pay with cash, which I'm annoyed about because I need to get better at that so I can, you know, use the cash. But it's fine. It's fine. Electronics is going to get 5 today. So now electronics has 20, 40, and 45. The goal on here is 1,000, but I'm probably going to update this to 2,000 because I want to at least have 2,000 in there at all times. Once we reach 2,000 in electronics, I think I'll stop stuffing it. But next binder is my low priority sinking funds. Not to say they're low priority, just that I have longer times to save for these, but they are like dated. Like I have a specific date I need to get to. So for birthdays, we're not stuffing it, but we have 20, I think. Yeah, so just 20 in there. Christmas, we have 200 in Cody. Holidays, I have 50 in Easter, which I can already tell you that I did not spend this 50. So we're going to go ahead and move it to Mother's Day and put Easter in the back. Sometimes I do, like, if I buy anything from Easter, it's usually like Easter candy when it goes on sale, because I work at Walgreens, so anytime it goes on sale, I usually buy it, but this year I didn't. So we still have our 50, so I'm going to roll that into Mother's Day, which I think 50 is a good amount. So we're already fully funded with Mother's Day, so we'll start working on Father's Day, which is not till months, so we have months to save for that, so we're ahead. Budgeting supplies, we're going to leave, holidays was 50. And then budgeting supplies, we have 20. We're going to leave it there for now. But furniture, I'm going to put $15 in. I probably will need a new dresser when I move. So if I don't have enough in my moving, I will pull from this. But now in furniture, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. I did switch out that 50 for some lower bills when I was doing my stuffing my 100 envelope challenge. So we do have a lot of tins in here, but when we do my unstuffing, I'll probably condense some of these, so we'll be fine on that. So that is going to wrap up this week's cash stuffing. Hopefully you did enjoy me stuffing $500 this week. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye guys.